On you guys, good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning and I'm planning on making a new video while studying the e-collar training from Larry Cron. If you guys want things to happen in your life, you got to do what I do and pre-plan your day so that way you can get shit done. If you want to accomplish things in life, you're gonna have to educate yourself and put your knowledge to work and fail a lot. And while you fail, you grow, and when you grow, you succeed. Hey everybody, good morning. I'm going to do my chores. First thing that I do is take care of the chickens. But one of the questions that a subscriber asked is, how do you use a prong collar for corrections? So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Right, Uso? We're gonna do some corrections on you. But before we do some corrections, I gotta set him up. I gotta put him in a situation where I can correct him. And so we're gonna do a high distraction situation here. I've never done this with Uso before, so it should be fun to watch. Look at that. That's the next generation rooster right there. Brahma. Beautiful. Okay, so here's all the chickens in their coop. Some of them are out, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Uso on a sit right in the middle. I'm gonna release all the birds, and then I'm gonna sprinkle food all around him, and he's gonna have to sit while all the birds are around him. All right, I feel like that's a pretty high distraction. And at the same time, I'm gonna demonstrate how I use the prong collar when he breaks the sit. And then we'll talk about some key facts that can help you out. So the first thing I want to point out to you is that you got to ask yourself, are you in a good mood? Are you positive? Because if you're in the negative mood and you're mad and you're upset about whatever's going on in your life, don't train. Don't use the prong collar, okay? The most important thing is that when you correct your dog, the energy passing through your hand, going to the leash, to the dog, is all positive, and there's no animosity, there's no negativity passing through that leash. That's the first and most important tip I'm gonna give you guys when correcting, okay? Is that you yourself as the owner have to be a good role model, and you gotta make sure when you correct your dog that it's all love, right? It's all love, and it's just showing the dog what you want. There's no negativity with it. So, side. Sit. Okay, look, now, Uso's on the sit command, okay? So he can't leave that place no matter what. You guys see how I do that? Simple tug going up, okay? That's it. he can smell, he can do whatever he wants, as long as he doesn't bite the chickens or he gets up. Sit. Good. Sit. That's all you need. Side. Good. Sit. Good. You notice, nice loose leash. There's no pulling. All it is a tug. See how he's fixating? Don't fixate. There you go. That's it. Good boy. Focus. 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 Good. So, down. Okay. Sit. Good. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Good boy. There should be a good balance between corrections and praising. You know, when the dog does good and the dog's doing what you want, let him know that he's doing good. Let him know he's doing good. Uso, down. Good. I'm sorry you have to lay in bird shit, man, but I gotta show all the subscribers how we do this. If he's not looking at me because he's in a high distraction, do I correct him for that? And it just kind of depends. Like, I'm not going to continuously correct him because this is a high distraction situation. You see how I just pulled up on that? That's it. You just light-handed. You don't have to be that. You don't have to be that rough with the prong collar. So you got to understand your dog. You got to understand that his limitations, right? So yeah, Uso knows a good focus, but with a high distraction like this, I'm not expecting him to lock eyes for more than 5 seconds. 'Cause that's hard for him. You know, we haven't been working in a high distraction like this. So for me to say sit and he's sitting down, that's good enough for me. Okay? As long as he doesn't bite any of the chickens, as long as he doesn't break his sit, then he's doing good. He can smell, he can look around. That's perfectly fine. You know, when I'm outside in the real world and I tell my dog to sit, I don't want him looking at me all the time. I want him to be aware of his surroundings, so that way he can protect me and watch my back. So basically that's how you do it, okay? If you don't want him sniffing something, then you just, all you do is just give a little pop. Let him know. All right. There's no pulling involved. It's when you correct, it's a pop. Pop like that. Down. Pop down. Sit. Pop sit. Down. Pop down. Sit. Like that. Down. That's how you correct, okay, guys? And it's important to remember that there's no negativity passing through the leash. I'm positive right now. I'm happy. All I'm doing is being firm I'm not really saying anything to him, you know, I'm just watching him. If he does something wrong, I'm not, no, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just simply guiding him the way I want. Sit, guide him, that's it. Good boy. And then when he does what you want, you reward him. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Side. Good. Let's go. See, now he's on the heel, right? Good. So we're just walking around. He's supposed to stay next to me. Come on, let's go. Side. Side. Good boy. Sit. Pull up. Good boy. Oh yeah. That's a good boy. Hey, Uso, you did a good job, buddy. Go. Good boy. All right, so if you ever put your dog in a high stress situation like that and you're correcting him with the prong collar, whether it goes good or goes bad, play with your dog afterwards, okay? Remember, training should be fun, okay? And you know, once you get over the beginning stages of training at your house and in your front yard and backyard, and you move over to the real world, going to public where your dog doesn't really listen to you and you use the prong collar and you're practicing, just remember to reinforce positivity in your dog and let your dog know, hey, you're doing good job. And then let's say you train at a store, okay, and then after you train for 5-10 minutes, take them out. You should have a ball with you, and then you go around the store, go around the corner and just toss the ball and let your dog know, hey man, you did a good job. You know, I'm sorry I had to correct you with the prong collar. I know you didn't like that, but you did a good job, and you know, now we're gonna play fetch. So this is a perfect example of a give and take relationship, right? So we did our little training, and now Uso gets to play a little bit. You gotta understand, it's just like humans, all right? It's just like raising your kids. If they do bad, they have to be disciplined for them to learn, because if they don't, they're gonna get spoiled and they're not gonna listen, and they're gonna try to get away with things every single time. So you gotta do your best as a parent and stop it when you can, okay? So that's how I do it with the prong collar. And so, you know, that situation right there was a high distraction. I was actually very impressed with the way Uso handled himself. I thought he was going to be going crazy, to be honest. I thought he was going to go and start, you know, trying to nip at them or chase them, because I've never put him in that situation before. You know, I would have liked him to break his sit more, so that way I can show you how I correct. And as you can see in the video, when I corrected him, it was easy, light pressure, okay? And some of you guys are gonna run into a situation where that light pressure doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, you can always bring up the pressure more. It just depends on how your dog's energy is. You know, Uso's energy was pretty low. He was pretty calm in that situation. But if you guys have a dog that's, you know, a puppy, or, you know, I wouldn't use a prong collar any younger than six months old. All right, and I wouldn't just jump into a prong collar. If you guys have been following, I use a flat collar, then I use a martingale collar, and then after the martingale collar, I use the prong collar, okay? And so, you know, if you guys, your dogs are hyper and just running around, match the level of intensity with your dog. So if your dog's high up here, then you're gonna have to use a little bit more force with the prong collar just to reinforce. But remember, as soon as the dog does what you want, you release the pressure and you relax. It's not a continuous pull or anything like that. It's all just a little tug, just to let him know, you know, hey, it's just a little slap on the chin to let him know, hey, what you're doing is not right. I told you to sit and you're not sitting. So there's a little reinforcement, you know, like, hey buddy, come on now, behave, don't embarrass me in public. That's all it really is, okay? And that's how I correct my dog with the prong collar. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask away and I'll make a video on it. Thank you for the subscriber that asked that question. You know, I did mention that before you use the prong collar, you want to use a martingale collar. This is a martingale collar, all right? It's a combination of a regular flat collar and a prong collar. So here's the flat collar. When you pull on the leash, when you snap on the leash, like how I taught you, the leash gets tighter, all right? So I use this on puppies, okay? I use this when puppies are about 4 months old, and I use this for about 1 month, 1 to 2 months. And when the dog gets to 6 months of age, that's the youngest I'm gonna introduce the prong collar. And so that's just how I do it. Everyone's different. But if you guys are interested in knowing how I use the prong collar, or how I use this martingale collar, go ahead and click this link up here, and and in that video I teach the Doberman how to be relaxed in the house using a martingale collar. Well, you guys all have a blessed day. I'm going to continue my day taking care of my animals. All right, ladies, go ahead and eat.